I get asked this question all the time, so I'm gonna bang it out right here. What is in my ref bag? I'm gonna go through the uniform. First and foremost, of course, I've got a black undershirt. Again, sometimes if I'm using MLS Next, I'll do the US Soccer branded one. Oftentimes I'll do my own Refs Need Love 2 black one. Again, unless you're doing something really, really high level where you're gonna get evaluated, any black dry fit underneath is gonna work perfectly fine. Socks, you must have the 2-stripe USSF brand. Again, they're not very expensive. You can get them from any store. It doesn't necessarily have to be Official Sports. I do use the Official Sports shorts just because I like the cut of them. I like the feel, I like the pockets, I like the quality, and I find these last a really, really long time. As it relates to jersey, so when I was starting out, I did not buy Official Sports jerseys, okay? It's a no brand, nothing on the front. I think this one was from the Third Team or maybe the Referee Store for the black one here. But as I've had to replace them, I usually replace them with, or I always replace them with the Official Sports brand. Again, it's just a thing. As you start going to bigger and bigger tournaments, you get invited to President's Cup or regionals or anything like that, or you do MLS Next matches, the required uniform, or what they suggest, and it's kind of required, is the Official Sports branded, so you guys all look like you're wearing the same kit out there. But yes, I've got all 5. No, I do not have long sleeves as well. I just use the short sleeves. Honestly, I really don't care about, oh, they've got to all have long sleeve. If one person has long sleeve, please. Again, 99% of matches, that is not going to matter at all. I do use a wristband. I had made these up myself, but any black wristband will do. Again, it's more professional, just kind of wipe like this as opposed to taking your shirt up and lifting it and wiping your face on it during match. Not okay. Players can do that. Referees shouldn't be doing that. Okay, now that we've got the uniform down, flags. So I sourced these flags myself from overseas because I didn't want to spend 80 bucks on the old B&D flags or whatever they are. They're heavy, they're solid, they move well. I like having a flag in my hand where it feels like you have something in your hand. If it's too light, it just doesn't feel right when you're making the motion. So that's what I like. And again, if you want me to source these, if you think you'd want to order them, if I can maybe make them available for 40 bucks instead of 80 bucks, maybe 45 with all the shipping and stuff, let me know and I will invest. I don't know, got to talk to my wife about that one. Okay, moving on, pump. So when I come to the field, oftentimes the balls are, I don't know, maybe 5, 7 PSI when they're supposed to be between 11 and 13 PSI depending on the ball. Some competitions even dictate the PSI as well. I use an automatic pump. You just put it in, hit the button, set it to the level you want, hit start, it blows it up, and then it stops when it reaches the correct level. Love having this, a lot better than sitting there going ding, ding, ding for like 5 minutes when you're trying to get captains and all that kind of stuff. I just set it up, forget it behind me, and it keeps the ball at a good level. Watches, this question all the time. So I have a large face, very basic digital stopwatch that you can get from Walmart, Amazon, whatever. Again, I like a really big face so it's easy to read when I'm out there, but I don't rely on this watch, it's just my backup. I use my Apple Watch with the Ref 6 Pro app on it so I can see the running time, how much time is left, easy calculate stoppage time, and they get all my statistics after the match. I feel naked without this thing. If I don't have it at a match, highly recommend. Whistle, again, I've been selling these in my store. I literally sold out in the first week, faster than I could have imagined. I got my second shipment coming in this week. Again, I like the finger grip setup. I used to have that one where it kind of sits on your fingers, but it always felt awkward. Again, this is the most comfortable thing I have. I have a Fox 40 Sonic Blast on one side, and then this other one on the other side. I just call it the Monster right now because it makes such a loud sound, but you can get it on the shop. Now, let's see, other things that I have here. Clipboard that opens and closes. Very important. It's gonna rain. You need to put your rosters in here, they don't get nasty. Someone pays you cash in advance of the match, I put it in here. If I've got, all 3 payments for the other refs, they aren't here, I just put it in here and make sure I open it up and show over, hey, this is where they are, we'll divvy it up after, whatever. But I can clip the rosters on here, and this is what I use to check everyone in. So highly recommend. It's like $7 on Amazon. Sunscreen, face stick, and spray. Extra contact lenses. Yes, I'm blind, need them. Very, very important. This thing right here is kind of my everything little booklet. So I keep all of my cards in here, my red and yellow cards, all of my scorecards. Again, I sell these things on the shop, so I've got red and yellow scorecards that you can use and write on, or the pro cards, which are my favorite. and I use these every single match. I keep extra markers in here. That's right, because sometimes you'll be out there and for whatever reason, one isn't working. I always have extras. So I keep about 2 extras in there. This is where I also keep my flip coin. So I've got my flip coin for coin toss, and I keep my batches for USSF and then for high school as well. And you might be noticing I've got tissues here. Well, tissues are very important because post-match, what I do with my cards or before the match is I write on it with a permanent marker, okay? I'm gonna write on it right here. Okay, all good. I've written on it. I wave it off a little before I put it in my pocket, but post-match, I clean it just by putting a little bit of sunscreen on it. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. I take a tissue, I wipe it off, and it's all good to go for next match. That's why I've got those tissues there. Also, if you show up to a porta potty and it doesn't have toilet paper, very good to have. And the last thing, guys, I got snacks. So I've always got like an applesauce squeeze, I've got granola bars, Cliff bars, things like that. Just anything I need for a quick little bite in between matches, and then a waterproof backpack because it is gonna rain. I also have a garbage bag here in case I have to put everything into a bag. And then I always bring my jug to the field with my water, usually with liquid IV in it. I don't know, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions.